Right. You want to give, if a buyer is coming to tour your house, you definitely want to give them their space and their privacy so they can look around by themselves. They don't want you breathing on their neck or looking over their shoulder.
Bienvenidos a un episodio más de Atlanta Dulce Hogar, este podcast dedicado a bienes raíces, vender, comprar e invertir. Today we're going to talk in English because I have with me a colleague of mine. This is Stephanie Purcell. She is one of my colleagues in the brokerage and I invited her to talk, and thank you so much for taking the invitation. I really appreciate you. And I just wanted to, we want to talk about selling, getting ready to sell.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Hi, how are you today?
Hey, I'm good. Thanks for doing it in English, though.
Oh, my pleasure, my pleasure. So you can understand me. Do you speak Spanish?
Poquito español. Just a little bit.
So, but first, before we get on the topic, I want to ask you, what are three things that you need in your house? Like when you're looking or when you want to start looking or whenever, is something besides, plumbing, electricity. Besides that, what do you want in your house?
Well, a lot of women, we like our kitchen. So
Okay.
we want lots of cabinets, counter space. Oh my God, counter space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The primary bathroom,
Okay.
our bathroom. That's, because we always take over the bathroom.
Yeah.
Double
You mean we
vanities.
women?
Yes, I speak for the women.
Okay.
Double vanities and a big ass tub so we can
Tub.
just soak.
Soak on it. Okay. So bathroom is important, kitchen is important, and a tub, big tub. So
Yes.
I don't like the tub. Now I like the one that the ones that I've seen. I don't have it, or I haven't lived in a house where it has it. That the rain shower will come straight up from the ceiling, and it has two
Oh, dual.
dual. So it's two showers, two openings, two faucets. I don't know, right? And then you don't have to share you don't have to be dancing like one other side, the other side.
Right.
Each one has their shower.
Move, let me get under
Yeah,
the water.
exactly.
I know. Yeah, the dual shower heads are great for couples.
Yes, for couples,
For
of
couples,
course. Well, I mean, a single guy or woman can have it,
Yeah, they can have it.
and then have invites. You never know.
You just never know.
Exactly. But okay, getting into the topic. Now that we're in the spring, we're beginning of the spring. This is like second week of April, and it's one of the best. The other day, one of our colleagues was mentioning that the best week, the week that you're gonna get out of the year, is 52 weeks on the year, and out of the year, the 1 week that you're gonna get the most for your house is from the 14th to the 20th of April for some reason.
For some
And I'm guessing it's the real estate season that starts with the spring. What are some things that you would recommend our audience and everybody, your clients, to get ready to sell your house?
Well, first you want to call me.
That's right. Yeah. Call anybody that you want to work with. Somebody that that you like, and that you trust.
Well, you want to declutter, you want to depersonalize, you want to take all your pictures down. I don't like to have anything political either
Okay.
in there. So
Yeah. Well, that's depersonalizing, right? That's the word.
depersonalize,
Yeah.
declutter. Curb appeal is important.
Curb appeal.
You want your yard to look nice. It's the first thing they see when they pull up.
Yeah.
So, and some people
true.
like to stage, but I like, if the house is vacant, I like for it to be empty.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So you can but you are a person that pictures things like.
Yeah, like, oh, my
Because he
bed
has
can
to-
go there, my couch
So-
there.
now that you bring this topic, when I was studying real estate 2018, I had this client. I showed this house. It was filthy, full with things. It was like the person that don't throw things away.
Order.
Yes. So they had everything. I remember doing the final walkthrough. I said, "Oh, look, there is another room. Who knew?" Like, I swear, like when I showed it the first time, and he's like, "This is the one," and I'm like, "This person gotta be crazy." I don't get in the way of what people want. I always say that I help them with the process of what they want. I won't tell you this is good for you. This is da. Like, I don't like sounding salesy. I don't like being like, there's a stove and I'm like, this is the kitchen, of course.
Right.
The stove is right there.
Right.
What do you think it is?
Right.
So like, this person said that, and to the point was like, I couldn't believe he was gonna buy that. But after the fact, he envisioned his house, even though there was so many things around. So to your point, you vision yourself, or you vision the future of the house, or how it could be, after you, like, it's empty. Have you been able to do that with, when you see houses that are occupied, or
Yeah, you can kind of figure it out, like
but
especially
it's more difficult, right?
not really. I mean, people just want to picture. They don't want to see anybody else's stuff there. They want to picture their own stuff in there. But like in a bedroom,
Exactly.
say in a bedroom,
Mm-hmm.
if they already have a king size bed in there and you have one as well, then you're like, oh well, my bed will fit.
Okay. I got king size. Okay.
Something like
So
that.
one thing that happened with my bed is that my bed has like the king size bed, and then on the side it has like a I know, it's like, it's not to sit down, but it's like another step to the,
Right.
so it's even bigger
Right.
than the
Right.
the California king or whatever. It's even bigger because
Right.
it's like well, let's say, I don't know in inches, but like it's like 1 feet more.
Yeah. I forgot what those are called. I forgot.
But it's like a skirt. That's it.
Yeah.
It's like a skirt
Yeah.
of cushions. Okay, so half empty. So if it's not there, you'd rather take everything. But what if the person is living there? What do you recommend? Declutter,
Declutter.
What else?
As much as you can declutter. Things that you're not using, go ahead and start packing. I mean, you're gonna move anyway, right?
Okay.
So go ahead and start packing some things, get it out of the way.
Whatever you don't use as often, right?
Yes,
Like
things that you don't use often.
Brush, don't put
You
away.
might want to keep that out. Yeah, hopefully. Declutter, get everything out of the way that you don't use. Show some space, so when people come in, they can see it has a lot of space.
Yeah. Another thing that I think is really good is like every countertop has to be empty. You said something about the pictures, like depersonalized. Like, do not leave your wedding pictures, your baby pictures, every pictures. It has to be out, because then the person who is looking to buy is gonna feel like, oh, this is somebody else's,
Right.
and you sort of like scaring it away, right?
Right.
Well, the curve appeal, the first thing you do. So, what you recommend, landscaping, or just like trimming, or just like?
Yeah, clean the yard first of all. Make sure there's no trash or debris.
Okay, no trash.
If you have plants out there, make sure they look nice and tidy. Go get some mulch. Throw some mulch
Put in
down.
there.
That makes.
So like in
things
the
look so much better.
empty spots, or like
Empty spots,
okay.
or if you have old mulch, you need to redo it.
Oh, okay.
It starts to lose.
Instead of like
its
refresh your house.
Refresh it. Yeah, touch up on some paint if you have to.
Okay, so you would recommend touch-ups or paint completely?
Touch ups, because a lot of buyers, they want to come in and repaint. They want their own colors.
Yes, so that's one of the things. Like, if you don't wanna, like, if you need somebody, if you're gonna do it yourself, okay, you just need materials and put some hours. But really, like if I always say this, if you need to contract somebody else, just think about giving concessions, giving money towards closing cost. What do you think about that? Because like sometimes you negotiate during the due diligence and you really spend more money doing it yourself than what you're gonna really give to the person.
Right.
Is that something that you would recommend or something that I don't know you think is right or?
I totally recommend doing seller concessions because a lot of people don't have time to complete the work or
Yeah.
get contractors out there to do
Yeah.
it. They don't want people in and out of their house destroying it, making it dirty while they're trying to have showings
Or like for example,
or beforehand.
the only thing that really like is a good idea if you have the possibility is the roof, because the roof is a deal breaker. But not have like the trims or the baseboards being dirty or being broken or being, that's not a deal breaker.
No.
That's something that they can do later, and then you just give concessions, and really it's gonna be always less than what it's gonna cost you to do it,
Exactly.
and the time and the effort and everything,
Exactly.
and sometimes you don't get it back on your price. So
No, you don't.
I don't
Not
know.
always.
I mean, are we in the same page, right?
Yeah.
It's about okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Roof. I've in my life as a realtor, I've changed it twice as a buyer.
Oh, the
Yes.
same house?
No.
Okay.
Like in 2 deals, I've done over 200, and in 2 deals, I'm not talking about less than 1%. They have changed the roof before buying the house.
Yeah.
Has it happened to you?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Knock on wood.
Yeah.
People like to do roof repairs as well.
That's one of the things. If you're gonna do roof repairs, it's better to do the whole roof.
It is, unless it's
It's
a
more
small repair.
expensive.
If it's a small repair, you can get away with that.
Really?
Yeah.
I
cheaper.
never seen. I mean, I don't know. People get like it's sensitive. The roof is like.
Yeah, but not everybody has what $20,000-$30,000
Yeah,
to get a new
you
roof.
can do it through your
They're not on sale.
insurance. Through your insurance, you can always do it through there.
You
I did
can.
it through my insurance, and it was my deductible, all I had to pay.
Yeah, but
So
not
sometimes it's
not
it's a
everyone
good
gets
idea.
lucky and they have
Yeah,
a
that is
probable
true.
insurance claim. So
Yeah, it is true, and it's gonna go up a little. Well, roof is really sensitive with insurance. Anything else you might think before getting ready? Like sometimes people getting ready, they put things in the garage.
yes, they stuff all their extra stuff in the garage,
I think I touched 'em.
closets. So, I've been with buyers on showings and we open the garage and they're like, "Whoa, it's so full."
Yeah.
But that's fine because the rest of the house is showing great. The garage, it's okay. We know your car will fit in there. It fit in their car
If you feed
and their
them all
house.
of that, yeah. If you feed that, you're all out.
But yeah, and people just shove stuff in closets, under cabinets, and all that.
Okay, after you get all ready, all clean, all the front yard, the back porch too, or the
Yes.
backyard.
Yes.
Okay, like
Definitely.
clean.
Clean it, organize everything, make it look nice, make it look presentable.
So it's sort of like the idea of putting the house so the potential buyers can picture themselves in there. Is that the idea, right?
That's the idea. So say you're looking at a house and you go to the back porch and they've got all this junk sitting everywhere. You can't picture. I don't want to picture myself sitting there with my coffee with all this junk around me. If it looks nice, I can
Yes.
picture myself sitting there with my coffee.
Yes.
Clear-headed, not worrying about all this junk around me.
So usually when people live there, we set up appointments. The person who lives there usually knows. What would you recommend? Like, leave some fragrance. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right.
Fragrance.
So, yeah, there
Fragrance.
you go, girl.
You
Fragrance.
teach me Spanish. I teach you English. Yeah, so a lot of people will do that to cover up a bad smell.
Oh wow! It's like we call it in Venezuela. We call it French shower. So like,
Okay,
oh my
so
God, I didn't have time to shower. I'm just gonna put some cologne. Choo 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 choo.
we
That's
have
like the idea, right?
We have another name for that in America, but I
Oh,
can't
okay.
say it on here.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people will do that to cover up like a mold or mildew smell, or just like
no.
a cigarette smell.
So that's like a red flag if you smell something.
But a lot of people use those in their everyday life. So there's some
Yeah.
people are not trying to hide things, but others are. So
When I host an open house, I do
right.
bring like a candle.
yes,
Light
so
up
do
a
I.
candle, so set up the mood, like
Right.
they said.
Right.
And also put some music. And I have shown houses where they set up the mood.
Mm-hmm.
Like they put their TV on a music channel, or
Mm-hmm.
that's always good, right? So
Mm-hmm.
feel make people feel welcome, right?
Right.
That's one thing, like make you feel welcome. So I mean, we're talking about people that is coming to the house, right?
Mm-hmm.
To potentially be the buyers. So the best thing you can do is make them feel welcome. Is there another thing that you might recommend, like music, maybe fragrance? What else?
Fraggle Rock. You remember that show?
No. I don't think I lived here before. I'm like, okay.
It was like puppets. It was
Oh,
a
really?
kid's show. Anyway,
I remember living in color, live.
In Living Color.
In living color. Yeah.
Oh, you watched that?
Yeah. Alf.
Hey. Yeah,
Yeah,
Alf.
Alf.
Yes.
So, what other things?
Yeah, tidy up in the morning before you leave for work.
Oh, if you have pets, what do you do? I know. I feel bad when I see those, when I come to a show and I see those pets on a kettle. Kettle, right?
Kennel.
Kennel? On a kennel.
In the kennel. I know. And then sometimes the house has a pet smell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Whenever there's...
And a lot of people don't like that. So they will.
So, Febreze?
Yeah, but it goes
Commercial?
away after a while, you know? The Febreze does.
Yeah, one for each joint. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? You gotta do what you gotta do.
But yeah, a lot of people don't like that.
Well, pet-friendly people, there's a lot of pet-friendly people. I'm not pet hater. If you live in my house and you're not my kids, you putting money down for food or for things. So,
Right.
so whenever there is a dog or a cat that the chip in the rent, I'll welcome them in my home. Please don't cancel me. Don't hate me. I don't hurt them or the puppies or anything. Anything.
You have pets?
No. Why would I? They don't chip in, my friend.
They don't help out with the bills?
That's what I'm saying. Like, really? Like, why would I? I don't know. I mean...
Yeah, they add to your expenses.
That's right. They add to my expenses. And,
You have
and
kids
I don't-
anyway. You don't need pets.
Oh, my God. You're going to get canceled now.
So I worked at a vet
Okay.
a while back. And
Okay.
when clients would come in and they were like, oh, do you have pets? I'm like, no, I have kids.
Well, my kids want pets, so and it's like, okay, whenever you take care, because you have to take care, you have to clean, you have to shower, there's so many things, and during show, and that's another thing, like during showings is something else. And if you're going away to travel, it's a pet friendly, is it this, is it that? I mean, would you recommend to a seller that would want that has a pet?
That I would recommend a fragrance.
Fragrance like Febreze.
Plug it in.
Oh, okay. Those
Yeah,
are good. Those are always
plug-ins.
good. Plugins. And then to leave the pet in a kennel.
Some people do. I mean,
Some people put it in the can, some people leave it in the backyard, and then
Yeah.
just don't go to the backyard. Just look at it from the
right,
from the window.
Right. Yeah, I mean, what can you do? You know.
For example, right now I have a listing, but this is a rental, and the person has two dogs. What we were able to do is like we need 24-hour notice before you go see the house, so I can accommodate taking the dog, because he doesn't want to leave them in a kennel the whole day, because he goes to work and he cannot just come to the house, put him in the kettle, go away. Because one thing, please get out of the house. It is so uncomfortable when people that lives in the house is in the house while the real estate agent or even the person is going by themselves. It's uncomfortable because again, that's your house, and I don't want to be like
Right, you want to give, if a buyer is coming to tour your house, you definitely want to give them their space and their privacy so they can look around by themselves. They don't want you breathing on their neck or looking over their shoulder and
like, can I help you? Can I help you? No, I'm just looking.
Yeah, we're just looking. We're literally just looking.
Just looking. Exactly.
So yeah, that's
another thing. Another thing to get prepared is you put cameras in there and you can listen to them to what they say.
There are cameras in a lot of these homes, so y'all better watch what you say.
Yes, that's true.
Actually, I'm gonna do a skit with my best friend on that one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been meaning to do it, but I haven't done it yet.
Oh, well, we can do. I can collaborate. Since it was my idea.
That's right. This was already my idea. I just haven't done it yet.
No, it's on camera. Okay. Another recommendation that you want to give, just to get prepared. We talked about the dogs. We talked about getting the house ready. Okay.
Yeah, getting the house ready. You can also do a good pressure wash.
Pressure wash on the driveway, right? On the front of the house.
No, not just the front, all around.
Go all around.
They see every side of that house, not just the front.
They go outside.
Yeah, they go all around. So yeah, pressure wash it, get it looking good and clean. Touch up some paint if you have to. Clean the yard. If you got kids,
depersonalize.
Get their toys out of the yard.
Put them away.
Neatly. Yes.
Every time, yes. It is something that helps a lot. Make the people feel welcome. Welcome, and like they make the people, or let the people that is coming to see your house see themselves in the house. Because that's one thing. Like, for example, I remember when I bought, my wife was like, I feel good in this house. So like, it feels good in this house. That's the idea. Most people don't really care if it's 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom. Like, if they need it because their family is big, yes. But sometimes it's just about feeling.
Oh, you gotta feel it when you walk in. You feel like this is home to me.
Yes.
And
if there's pictures in there, if there's of somebody else, this is not my house because this picture is there.
Take the pictures down of you and your family. Don't leave those up.
So you don't like staging at all?
I'll do virtual staging.
Okay.
But when I go in with a buyer, I like for them to see an empty house, to visualize their stuff in there.
What if they're not good visualizing? Because one of the things that I said this is, or why I bring this up, is because most of the model house with new constructions, they are staged.
They are.
But they are not packed.
Right.
Which is the problem with when you live in the house, you pack it too much.
Yeah.
There's a lot of horrors, right? That's like.
Wait, pronounce the D.
Yes,
Hoarders.
Please. Hoarders. Please edit this. So one of the things is that the idea is that when I see the house is pretty much ready for me to move in. Right? So it's not about vacant. I would say there is an equilibrium in that, not completely vacant, not completely full.
Yeah, less is more too. When you're decorating as well.
Yes.
You know, and decorating your own home, less is more. I mean, some people do have a lot of stuff, so you have to put it wherever they can. But less is more.
That's
Less
right.
you have, better it looks.
So now you know, in the spring season is the real estate season. Everybody's getting ready to sell because I guess this is because of the summer.
Summer's coming, school's almost out.
So people can not interrupt their kids or their children's school year.
Yes.
They just move to another one.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they're willing, they just want to stay in that school, right?
Right. Or unless they just absolutely have to move in the middle of the school year, which happens. You know, you got to do what you got to do.
Besides getting ready the house, the actual house to sell, another thing that might be on top of mind that is just to get ready to sell. Maybe you're getting divorced. Maybe it is a heritage. It is something that you inherit, or you know what would be something. I know that for divorce, wait and divide it. Not really. Like for divorce, it's tough. If you guys are separating a good term, just sell the house and then, because if not, we need to wait for the final. If you guys are not terminating your marriage in a good term, you have to wait for it to come, like the court decides what goes where.
Right.
If it's something that you inherit, you got to go to probate.
Yes.
But here's a
I'm
tip.
dealing with a couple of those right now.
Oh, okay. So here's a tip. Always buy your house with joint tenancy with the right of survivalship.
Yes.
Because if something happened to somebody, that person that stays with us in this earth
that stays above the ground.
stays above the ground. Well, my grandma is below the ground, but she lives in a basement. So one of the things is really that terminology, joint tenancy with the right of survivorship, because that way it all goes to the other person, and you don't have to go through all these problems with probate and everything.
But we can't really tell you that because we're not attorneys.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
your attorney will tell you.
Correct. Other than that, I think we pretty much cover everything with getting ready to sell a house.
Yeah, even if you're
clean, depersonalize, declutter. Take everything away, put it in the garage. If you can storage is better, right?
Yeah, but
if you don't mind storing in somewhere else.
Yeah, that's better, but not everyone can do that.
So. Yeah. But again, if it's possible, garage sales.
Yes.
So you can get some, because we don't know where you're gonna go or where.
Right.
Do that before selling, before putting it on the market, right? Or right under contract and right before you close, those 1 or 2 weekends before you close, you can do that and get rid of stuff. So if you're moving, downgrading because your kids move out of the house, that you're going to college, and you downgrading.
You're an empty nester.
Yeah, an empty nester. That way you can, get extra money on things that you're not going to be using anymore, right?
Right. And if you have to have an estate sale or a garage sale and I'm your agent selling your house, I help with those as well.
There you go. All right, Stephanie. It was truly a pleasure talking to you.
Always.
Yeah, nice. Thank you for being there. Gracias por estar allí. Esto fue un episodio más de Atlanta Dulce Hogar, un podcast dedicado a bienes raíces, vender, comprar e invertir. Gracias, Stephanie.
No.
Estefanía.
Estefanía.
Bye bye.